Welcome back to another episode of Motogp Mac, and today we're going to talk about Marc Marquez stating why he left the grid ahead of the Grand Prix of Americas in Kota last Sunday. Now, speaking after the race, Marc said, "I really know the rules and how to do them, and also how to be on the limit with them all of the time. And yes, I asked Marco, my chief mechanic, 7 minutes before the start of the race, if the second bike was ready. He told me yes. And then I said to him, maybe I will leave the grid. Why did I think this? Because I predicted that when I leave, I saw that the rain tires were already the incorrect strategy. And I predicted that when I left, more than 10 riders would follow me and they would stop the race. And this is exactly what happened. I was convinced about my strategy, and if they didn't follow me, I'd start last in the race and I'd try and come back throughout the race because I had the pace." Now, this is completely incorrect, and Motogp.com on Monday released a video showing exactly what was happening during this time. Yes, Marc is telling the truth in that he was thinking about leaving the grid, but saying that he knew about the more than 10 riders is completely wrong, because it was never brought up in the conversation. He was never worried about it. They didn't actually know the penalty, and himself and his chief mechanic Marco were talking about it, and some were saying that it was a pit lane start, some were saying that it was a ride through penalty, which was Davide Tardazzi, and others were saying that you started at the back of the grid. And it's pretty clear to me, if Marc is saying that he knows the rules, that he doesn't know the rules, because yes, there is the more than 10 riders come off, but also if someone or if less than 10 riders came off, what would actually have happened is that Marc would have started from pit lane. Once the formation lap has started, he would then be able to rejoin in pole position or in his normal grid position, and then he would serve a ride through penalty once the race had started. So that is actually the rule there. And realistically, being interviewed after, Mike Webb, who is the race director, said there was so much confusion by other riders, half on the grid and half off the grid, that he just scrapped it for safety's sake. So it wasn't actually even the more than 11 riders. It was that no one knew what was going on, and that was it. A number of team managers and that felt very aggrieved. One of them definitely was Davide Brevio, who had the right strategy selected for Ayagora, and everyone got a free opportunity to put on the race or the right tires and take up their normal grid position. So look, it is one of those things, and clearly though, what Marc said on Sunday and what came out on Monday were two very different sides of the story. But I would definitely love to know your thoughts. What do you think of Marc's comments? And what did you think when you watched the video the next day? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below. And I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.